All right. 22nd day update. 22nd day update. I know I was going to jump up here. I was going to jump up here and stuff yesterday, but I ain't get a chance to do it and stuff, so I ain't get a chance to do it and everything. So let's see, I'll go ahead and jump on up there today. Oh, wait a minute, hold up. Shit. Know it's kind of early and stuff like that. You know, I usually get up here around the afternoon when I figure everybody's off. I figure everybody's off and stuff, so you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the subject matter and stuff. You know, if anybody needs me to go back on some things and stuff, I will. But 22nd day update on the truck. And I haven't had any kind of issues whatsoever other than hitting that deer. You know, other than hitting that deer and stuff. And so because of me running, I was able to make that money back for what I paid into getting the getting the surgery and stuff. So that money's made back now. That money made back now and stuff. So now I can focus on getting the money back for the other stuff that I did on the truck. You know, prior to them working on the emission. Well, with them working on the emission system, I'm working on that now. So I still got another 3 more weeks on that, and that money will be paid back. So, you know, I can start to go to work on some other things and stuff. One thing definitely is, I'm considering getting a crash guard and stuff because of that deer that I hit. So, yeah. Other than that, other than that and stuff, that right there and stuff has been done. You know. Truck still running fine and stuff like that. You know, you got, it is what it is and stuff. So like I said, I still recommend to anybody and stuff is that, if you want to do the surgery, get the surgery and stuff done. Go ahead and get it done, and that way you have that problem and stuff out your hair. Cause I know it's been 22 days and stuff, but it seemed longer than that, to tell you the truth. In fact, it's probably been long and stuff. It's probably safe to say, it's probably a month update. But yeah, for the most part and stuff, like I said, everything's working fine. The issue with the truck cutting on and off is, well, kind of like shutting off and then cutting back on. I ain't had that issue no more, and I believe that's connected to that inverter. So, that's just that. I said before, I say it again, is that, if you run into an issue and stuff dealing with that emissions, and if you have a problem with that emission system, just go ahead and get it, just go ahead and get it removed and stuff, cause it ain't gonna do nothing, just keep causing you problems, keep causing you trouble. You're spending money, and it's not really giving you no resolve at the end of the day. So just go ahead and get that removed. Something else too. What I want to go in on is this subject matter and stuff. When you talk about a certain crowd of people, right? When you talk about a certain crowd of people and some of the uploads and stuff that you make. Now, the video that's most viewed on my channel is, of course, the Lone Mountain video. And the reason why I posted the video was because there was no other video about going to Lone Mountain where you can get information from start to finish. A lot of people go, you have a few testimonies and stuff, but nobody really gave no kind of insight about what you need from start to finish. And so I said that I'll make that video since I went through the whole process. And some of the stuff I'm getting is that my video is too repetitive, and it's too repetitive, and it's not speaking any kind of information. And so, you know, to those people there and stuff, right, these are the same ones and stuff that try to shame you. They try to shame you because you getting information off YouTube. You know, they want to do some YouTube shaming. And so, you know, YouTube is about giving information. That's why people go up here. That's why people collectively go up here, because if there was a channel that you can go to collect information, they'll be there. You know, but YouTube just happened to be the most popular place that you can go where people are giving up information for free. They're giving up information for free based on whatever subject matter. And so Lone Mountain just happened to be something that I was going through. That was something that I was going through, and I gave a step-by-step dissertation of what you need from start to finish. And so video number 1 is the most popular one, but you know, it's a couple other and stuff, you know, follow-throughs. And I went in specific detail and stuff because a lot of people want the short version of something, and then when you get the short version of something, you still stuck with something coming to you by surprise. Something that's coming up by surprise. I didn't know that that's what happened, and because of somebody not putting that information out there, now, you know, now you got a whole bunch of comments and stuff saying, well, that ain't the truth, and that ain't the truth, and so on and so forth, and then they got to fill in the blanks. I didn't, you know, my thing was, I filled in the blanks. I said, if I make a video about something, then I'm going to give you the complete dissertation from start to finish. And then if you got any questions about it, right, you can contact me directly. You know, but you get these little comments and stuff and saying, you know, the video's too repetitive. Well, that just means you don't have time. You don't have time to sit there and dedicate yourself to research, fact-finding studies. That's why when you go to do some things and stuff, you typically gonna be the one that fails. You typically gonna be the one that fails because you didn't want to take the time to get the information when it's for free, right? You know, instead you want to pay a few dollars for somebody to tell you the same thing, you know, and then you feel gracious about it when I'm giving you the same thing for free. I'm telling you what you got to go through from start to finish. You know, I take the time and stuff to do that because I don't feel that a person should have to go in blindly, especially if their motive and stuff is genuine. They want to own a truck, they want to get a truck, they want to get out here into the business and whatnot. So I gave you that side of it. If that's what you decide to do. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. But at least you got some insight. You know what to expect if you say, okay, I'm going to Lone Mountain to get a truck, right? What kind of money I need? What kind of money I need? What kind of warranties and stuff I'm looking for? What's the location? What's the type of equipment that they have? I gave the whole walkthrough on that. Nobody else has given that dissertation the way I've given it. Because that's how I feel that information should be relayed. You know, is that give everybody the full dissertation about what you're speaking upon. And then, you know, if there's some little things that's left out, then it's not something that's going to be it's not going to make you or break you. You know, you can find it out, you can say, okay, all right, and you can make that decision and stuff there. But for the most part, that's why I took the time to break it down, you know. So I'm not out here to, you know, I'm not up here to entertain, you know. But, you know, those comments and stuff, you can say that because for the most part, I mean, that's what it is. You want the quick version, and it ain't no quick version when you're talking about opening up a business or doing a business. Everybody want the quick version. And so that's why a lot of people get out here and they fail, because they looking at somebody, and then they feel like, you know, I can just go ahead and I could just jump into that and stuff and be at that person level. You know, that's why I got respect for Chasing Andrews. You know, but they give that brother such a hard time, but they don't look at all the stuff that led to him getting that truck for $15,000. You know, they don't look at all that. What they do, they figure they can go out They see what he doing right now and they want to jump into it, but then they don't look at all his other stuff that led him to get in that truck. You know, all the bumps in the roads and stuff like that. You know, he laid it out. You know, he had, so when he got that truck, he already knew what to do. That won't something that he just jumped into and stuff. You know, that man did his research, his fact finding and studies. You know, he did his due diligence. That's why he's getting what he's getting now and stuff, and he's successful, you know, at doing it. But a lot of people want to they want to give him such a hard time, you know. But when he was going through his struggle and whatnot about learning things and stuff from start, you know, he had that time. There was a time period where, you know, he didn't know and he was learning those things. And so now they look at that and they give him a hard time because, you know, he mastered the game pretty much. He mastered the game pretty much. So, oh, well, you know, man, what he's saying stuff, that ain't true. But, you know, I say I've been watching this video since he started in, you know, since he started over there at Nights. You know, I watched that and stuff, and then, you know, I just watched this man transform and stuff to where he is. So I know why he there. I know why he there and stuff. I watched this struggle from start to finish, and I already knew, okay, you know, he gonna make it. He gonna make it. When he went and bought that truck Cash Money, I knew then, I said, well, you know what, he got it. He got it pretty much. You know, it's just a lot of people gonna look at what he do and say, okay, I'm gonna try to do the same thing and stuff, right? And not know that it was a lot of other stuff that led up to that knowledge that he has and stuff, you know. And so they pretty much do that with any YouTube and stuff. Any YouTube. It doesn't matter whether it's Chase Andrews, Woody, Trucker Brown, Loshawn, you know, those brothers there and stuff, man. You know, even they even did it with my teacher, Casanova 601. They did it with him. You know, figured like they could just get the little information and stuff, and then just start from right there, and then be on this person's level, and not have no knowledge prior to that. It don't work that way. You know, you got to get your feet and your hands dirty. You got to get your whole body dirty. You know, if you're gonna learn this stuff, you got to get yourself dirty. You got to fall flat on your face and stuff, man, before you understand how certain things and stuff go. You know, cause you can go out there, you can get a cash truck, but you don't know what to do. And then when somebody puts you on to some game, right? When they put you on to some game and share it with you, then the first thing you want to do is knock the information. So then when they switch it up and make it say, okay, now you got to pay for it. Now you got to pay for it. You know, you feel a certain type of way when you're not even gonna take the time to even see if the man's information is even correct. You know, just because of what somebody telling you or stuff or what you heard. You know, say, man, if he wrong, bring the dissertation, right? Bring the presentation out there. Bring those receipts and say that, okay, yeah, you can do it this way, and it's gonna be wrong if you do it that way. Period. Other than that and stuff, I mean, you know, other than that, you just want to be slanderous against a person because, you know, oh, well, I just don't like them. I mean, roll with that. You know, roll with that and stuff. I mean, you know, that's why I say, like, a lot of time, they ask me, how do I feel about certain YouTubers and stuff out here? And I tell them, like, man, you know, the reason why they are who they are and stuff, or the reason why they do certain things now as compared to when they first started, is that, you know, they got a big subscriber base, but at the same time, you got those that are in support. The people that support, they know how to comment and stuff. They know how to give, you know, they give the thumbs up and stuff like that. They give good comments, good insights, so on and so forth, you know. But then at the same time, you know, you got all those haters and stuff up there too. They're sitting up there just putting out all types of troll information or just trolling their comments and stuff like that. You know, when if you don't like the person, fine, go over there and do your own thing. But you know, for us that's sitting there watching live feeds and stuff like that, you know, you ain't got to chime in on it. You ain't got to chime in on it and take that energy and stuff over there. But that's the only time that you have some kind of focal point, is that you got to attach yourself to somebody that's out there that's doing the right thing, right? And now you want information to be put on you, so then you sit up and put all this type of information against this person, and so now everybody watching that, and some people will even defend them, you know, because you know when you met some of these guys, and then you know, you go into dialogue with them and stuff like that, comment with them and stuff, you know, sharing information, you almost get like this bond. I know that's how it was. I know that's how it was with Casting 0601. Is that, you know, somebody sat there and said something about, I got highly offended. You know, I got highly offended and stuff, but you know, it took him also having to break down scenarios about that, you know, and so I would calm down. But you know, some people would go, you know, they would just go overboard trying to bring slander to a person. You know, they did that to you know, what's his name, Mr. Sinister the Trucker, same thing, you know, Miss Diva Trucker 43 and stuff. I mean, if you don't like them, don't watch the video. Don't watch their video and stuff. But you know, since people tell, you know, they also tell me how monetization work, you know, monetization work and stuff on YouTube. So I mean, you know, haters, they still good, they still count to a view, you know, they still subscribe, you know, it works towards your view account. And so if your view account and stuff is up, then, you know, again, I can totally understand why you got to make why you got to give them some energy and stuff, because again, I mean, they're helping you get that check or that bag, you know, so you got to kind of give them that shout out too and stuff. But I mean, for the most part is that, I mean, you know, be intelligent, man. You know, be intelligent, because I say, you know, the ones that I know that's gonna make it are the ones and stuff that don't watch video number 1, but they watch part 4. They watch it up to part 4 and stuff. I say, I bet you everybody that's on part 4 are the ones that are going through it, and then, you know, they being successful, and they saying, well, you know what, I can make a righteous decision about that. But you know, they watch part 1, and then they see what information and stuff I'm bringing down, and they saying, well, you know, he's not speaking about the thing that I want to know fast enough, right? When eventually I'm gonna get to it. But they, you know, what I'm speaking upon, it ain't speaking to them fast enough. So then, you know, that's when they go leave their little comments and stuff like that. But you know, again, it covers the whole spectrum. It covers the whole spectrum. That's why you got to sit down and you got to get the information. But somebody giving you the fast way and stuff, I mean, you know, again, that's still pointing you in the right direction, but you still got to do the research yourself, which a lot of people aren't willing to do. You know, a lot of people ain't willing to put that time in, but the first thing they want to say is that I want to be a business person. I want my CDLs. And, you know, I want my CDLs. I want to be a company driver. I want to be, you know, I want to work for this company, that company and stuff. And so, you know, you got people that's always on it, you know, always giving you information about said company. Now it's up to you to sit there and take it in for what it is, you know. But information and stuff, man, it doesn't come fast. It doesn't come fast, and for most people, it don't come cheap either, because, you know, most people charge. Like I said, you know, I ain't doing no monetization. You know, I ain't doing no monetization and stuff. So, you know, hey, I'm not, you know, really concerned about a view account and stuff. I'm just more concerned about those who sit there and say that they want to get this information. That's why I put it out there. And that's that, you know. I don't ask for no money and stuff, you know. And people have come up and said, well, because of what I offered, I feel that I should give you something. No, if you're gonna give me anything and stuff, give it to yourself. Give it to yourself, because you took the time to sit there and say, well, I got the information, and so let me move upon that, you know, and go out there in your endeavors, and then add on to it stuff, you know, create your own dissertation. If it's some things and stuff that I left out, because I ain't to say all and be all, you know, I got a 2013, that's it. But you know, they got 14s, 15s, 16s and stuff, you know, so it comes with its own little set of problems and issues and stuff like that. You know, you may not even have an emission issue. You know, you may not have to do no surgery to your truck, you know. And I hope that you don't have to do it. But I mean, me this is what I had to do to stay in the game and stuff. And I'm not saying that that's going to be a representation of all 2013. I'm just saying that if you run into that issue and you happen to have a 2013 or later model stuff, then that's what you're going to have to consider, because you know, it's they're not giving you new parts and stuff. They're giving you used parts. They're giving you used parts and stuff, man. And so, you know, those things, they just got a real time limit on them. And so when that time limit expires, it's not, you know, you may get one and it may go to the maximum. But for the most part, you know, refurbished stuff, and it's not always coming from here, from the United States. I mean, it's coming from other countries. So now you got to consider the export and stuff like that. People, the money that's into it. People like, you know, people cutting corners and stuff, and then, you know, they putting it up on shelves. They want to sell it for a high price. They always want to sell their product for a high price, but then they manufacture it so low. You know, then you get it, and then, you know, you're just taking the hopes of, well, okay, maybe I got the one and stuff that's not bugged, and then, you know, that might be the case and stuff. But for the, you know, for the most part, that's what's happening to a lot of people. That's what's happening to a lot of people. So you take it to these shops, and then now these shops and stuff are doing the same thing. They're cutting corners. You know, they're not giving you quality work. They're not giving you quality work and stuff because whatever issue and stuff, you know, that they have to do. They got licenses and stuff they got to worry about, quotas they got to meet. Otherwise, that the corporation is talking about, you know, they talking about just kicking them out and stuff, and then they're an independent entity. And a lot of people can't survive being independent, you know, because of word of mouth and stuff. Instead of them sitting there doing a good job and stuff on somebody's equipment, they want to sit there and give them the runaround, you know. And that's all it takes, is that you sit there and you spend your hard-earned money into going into a place, and then the thing that you're supposed to get done and stuff don't get done. That's it. That's it. You know, you can't say, well, you know, you can't come back from that and stuff, especially now with the social media, because, you know, somebody do some bad work and stuff like that, they post that review up there, like, man, shoot, I ain't going to that shop. I ain't going to that shop, because they producing receipts now. You know, when somebody says something, they can take it to the bank. Okay, I went in for this right here, and this is what I wrote it up for and stuff, and they said that they did it, and, you know, they show the truck, and the truck is all beat to heck and stuff. You got all type of leaks, and knock noises and everything under the sun and stuff, you know. So you know, that's information that's helpful. So what do people usually do? They either post it to their social media page, or they go up on YouTube, you know, the same place that they say they trying to shame you from doing. You know, the old school way of research and stuff, that's done now. You know, you got to come up with new strategies and new techniques, you know, to tackle research. And so, you know, if YouTube can get it for you and stuff, then hey, so be it. Go in there, get that information and stuff, and apply it to what you have to apply it to. But at the same time, don't get comfortable to a point to where that's the only thing and stuff, that's the say all and be all. You know, even if everything and stuff is down to absolute zero, you still need to have your research and stuff that go on to that and stuff, because, you know, you got your own story to tell. Everybody's stuff ain't gonna run the same, you know. It ain't gonna run the same and stuff. I mean, you know, me, I run strictly East Coast. So I'm not gonna have some of those issues and stuff that somebody might have and stuff that's running east to west, or over there on the West Coast and stuff like that, or, you know, in the northern western regions and stuff. You know, they ain't gonna have, you know, the issues are gonna be different, because, you know, the temperatures over here, even though they get cold, even though they get frigid, it's not always the case, as opposed to somebody that's over there, you know, in the northwestern regions and stuff, where it's always frigid. The trucks is gonna operate different, but, you know, they're gonna do things a little bit different. You know, they're gonna have different types of oils and stuff, different type of additives, tires. You know, that can work for them over there. But if I try it over here, then I'll probably have some issues. You know, my truck will probably be overworked. You know, My truck would probably be overworked and stuff, but you know, they tried the same thing that I do over there, then that truck would be underworked. You know, fuel and stuff would be gelling up all the time. You know, fuel and batteries and stuff like that would be gelling up. You know, over here, you might have that issue maybe 1 or 2 times and stuff a year, maybe at the most and stuff. You know, even with this polar vortex, this polar vortex. You know, temperatures fall below 5. You know, 5 to the negative. And I can shut the reef off and stuff, crank it up, and still fires up like normal, you know, because it got good cold cranking out. But I mean, again, that's because it's not always cold over here. But if it was always frigid, then I always had to use adjectives and stuff when I put my fuel in. I would probably have to have a better battery and stuff than the one that I got in there, and one of those heavy-duty alternators. Because, you know, now when it crank and stuff, it got to work because it's against, you know, it's against the elements. But you know, that comes through information based upon people and stuff in the territories and stuff that they run. You know, like I said, I just run strictly East Coast. That's it. So, you know, it's snowing now and stuff, but you know, I know what snow is. You know, you go to the West and stuff, they got real snowstorms, but they might call this a snowstorm. You know, they get a few inches, they want to shut down highways and stuff like that. But you know, you get out there to the West, where they sitting there got like 5-6 feet of snow, you know, they like, oh man, they ain't nothing. You know, they ain't nothing and stuff. You may have to put some chains and stuff on, you know, and again, that's a real strong if. But for the most part, you know, we don't do that over here. You know, ain't no chain laws over here and stuff. You know, it helps, but again, ain't no chain laws over here. But don't let nobody shame you about information and stuff that's being posted, and you getting your information from YouTube. Don't be ashamed about that. That's what it's there for and stuff. You know, it's almost the you know, it's like the Library of Alexandria. Right now, this is where it is and stuff. And then if another platform and stuff is created, if another platform is created, who knows? You know, they might come another 5-10 years later and stuff where, you know, you can just get the information with a finger snap and stuff. You know, just have something downloaded, and you know, like, okay, all right, yeah, now I know how to do that. That's what it eventually leads to and stuff. But you know, don't let nobody shame you because everybody has their own twist and their own perspective about, you know, said information and stuff that's up here on the social media. That's what it is and stuff. You know, we have that place and stuff to do. Because of that, people gonna have their own opinions and stuff like that. So, you know, that's why I say continue to do your own research, fact finding studies. Harness on your skills every day. Every day. Because of that, you know, because information and stuff is always changing and it always has to be revised. You know, anybody that follows also knows that, man, okay, when I did the Lone Mountain video, that's been over a year ago. That's been over a year ago and stuff. But you know, if it's still helpful, okay. But until things and stuff is totally changed over there, I'll still leave it up. But it's still up to you to do the information, do your due diligence and stuff. If you decide that you're gonna go to Lone Mountain to get you a truck, then you still got to put in your due diligence and say, all right, this video pulls up and stuff like that, but it's been over a year. It's been over a year and stuff, so I'll take it with a grain of salt, you know. Some of this information might be on point and stuff, but then some of it might not be and stuff because they might have changed, they might revise some of their policies. But that's what it was and stuff at the time that I went. But again, you know, people give me a hard time and stuff now because of my Lone Mountain videos, but they didn't go all the way through it, because if they did, then they would see, okay, it's not repetitive nonsense. It's about what you need from start to finish. You know, this the type of money that you're gonna need. This the type of equipment that they have, so on and so forth. You know, this is the location that you go to. You know, because it's something that I experienced, so I think I can speak on it a little bit intelligent. You know, but you trying to get to that, you know, you trying to get over there and stuff, but what are you gonna do? Are you gonna take the full information and stuff, or are you just gonna take the little tidbits and stuff and then just say, oh well, he's not talking about what I need to hear? You know, which is you know, the little nonsense and stuff to try to boost up somebody's ego to say, well, yeah, you know, yeah, you can go over there, you can be successful and stuff. I can't give you that, Because, you know, if you fall flat on your face and stuff, the first thing you want to do is blame Red Rooster. You know, when again, that's just you not doing your due diligence and stuff to make sure that you become successful in your endeavors. You know, I can't give you the short version. That would be disingenuous of me to give you the short version of anything. I give you the long version. You know, it's long, it's drawn out and stuff, but the thing is that the information I feel is going to be helpful, because that's what you need. That's what I say when I'm looking at a video. You know, sometimes people leave a lot of important things out and stuff, and so, you know, I be very detailed about what I say, so that when you get the information, you got the complete and total story from start to finish. And if I left something out, it's a very, very small detail that's not going to make you or break you. So that's what I got going on and stuff, man. I said I was gonna try to upload last week. Well, I was gonna try to upload yesterday and stuff, but then, you know, I got caught up. But I figured go ahead and do this right here and stuff. I know it's kind of early, so, you know, I know it's kind of early and stuff like that, but for the most part, I feel, you know, you guys and stuff will catch on probably in the afternoon around 4 or 5 and stuff, so this video and stuff will be there. And so that's that and stuff, man. My information is up there on the page. If you need any more insight about anything going on with the industry, feel free to hit me up. My number is 252-266-8513. That's 252-266-8513. I do say that if you call, if you're gonna call, text me first and stuff. Let me know that you know, let me know what your subject matter is and stuff like that, and I can get myself prepared. Or, you know, I can tell you, like, right now is a good time, but call me up and hit me up at this time right here and stuff. And as long as it's about the trucking industry, you know, I'll help you out as much as possible. And with that being said, this man here, the one, the only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster, telling you as always, continue to do your own research, fact finding studies. Honest on your skills every day. Until next time we talk, next time we meet, be safe, be easy, and peace out.